What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing awesome out there. I want to talk to you today on this video about starting over again after divorce. And it's not really starting over like, let's say your lifestyle. There's several different avenues that you can start over. It's really starting over as far as your finances, your business, starting over in maybe just getting a solid financial ground once again. So I want to share. I always share my personal experiences. I open up to you and to kind of show you that it's possible. I have not completely satisfied the things that I wanted to do yet, but I'm definitely on that journey. And I have taken a lot of setbacks after my divorce, a lot of setbacks. So what I want to share with you is some encouragement today, an incredible amount of encouragement because guys, you haven't heard my whole story. So I'm going to give you just a brief summary of some things that have happened after my divorce. Right after my divorce, I had started liquidating my business. It was basically just selling pieces and parts of this business off till it completely was just disintegrated. It was gone. It was completely gone. Um, I had let go of a couple employees that I had on a regular basis. They were just contract employees. They weren't like regular paid employees. They were just contract employees. And then I couldn't work with them anymore. I couldn't provide them business. They couldn't provide me, reoccurring business as well. It was like a back and forth thing. Also, on top of that, I had lost my vehicle. I also had lost a massive amount of equipment. I mean, massive. I mean, you're talking about almost hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment, um, and contracts. The my returning contracts, my returning customers that were on a regular basis throughout the year. Um, my bread and butter, my customers, and I basically had lost all of that. After that, I was like, okay, I don't want to give up, and my daughter's going to need me. She's going to need a recovering dad that's going to, it's going to get back on his feet and recover financially. And she's going to need a strong father. And I was trying to be motivating at that time. You saw, if you look way back in maybe a year or two back in my videos, how desperately like sad I was, at the time. And I still go through it too. I still go through it. We continue to go through it. But I was getting this motivation. I was riding on this momentum of motivation, just really wanting not to give up, And it was just in my nature, me not to give up. So I, so then um, I had a heart attack. I had a heart attack just at the end of the divorce. Um, I pretty much died twice. I was homeless for a short period of time. Right after that, I lost my job. I had got a job because I know the business was going, and I had to work. I had to bring money in. I'm having to pay these lawyers and pay child support. And then after I got my job, I lost my job. I had a heart attack. Was losing the fight to keep my daughter most of the time. I ended up losing most of the time, and I ended up getting 50-50 custody. I wanted my daughter more of the time because her mom was always gone and always working and just never there. And then my mom's cancer went from stage 3 to stage 4, and I come down to just as I'm coming down to come move in with her, she dies. I was going to go move with my mom because I had nowhere to go and I had lost everything, and I was going to move with my mom, and she dies. And I'm about to move in with my mom, and I tell the landlord my mom died, and I basically asked the landlord, please, like, can you give me some time? I don't have nothing. I am completely wiped out financially. I have no job. I need to get a job right now. I just got back here in California, and I'm trying to look for a job right now. I don't want to keep this video too long for you guys. And the landlord said, you got 1 month. I'm going to give you 1 month free rent and just figure it out. 2 weeks after my mom died and 2 weeks after he told me that, I got a job. Um, I got a job. No, not even the 2 weeks. I'm sorry, 1 week. 1 week. It was 7 days after that all happened. I got a job. Um, 3 days after I started the job, me and my brother had laid my mom to rest. I don't talk to my brother. That's a whole other story. We don't talk anymore, but we came together for that moment. Um, and that's a whole other story. I can tell you about that later. And then, and I'm depleted at this point. I mean, I'm ready to just let it go. I'm here at 40 years old. Now I'm older, but at that time I was 40 years old, completely just went from living up at the highest, most, at the best point of my life to just dying and losing it all and losing my love, my most precious around me, not just my daughter, losing her on a daily basis. I didn't completely lose her, but it was felt like a loss. And then my mom actually died on me, and I had nowhere to go, and no paycheck, no money coming in. I just didn't know what to do. And COVID hits. 2 years later, momentum's picking up. I'm building my business. Things are going good. I'm pushing some of these videos on here, and COVID-19 hits and just tears my business, decimates it, completely gone. The industry that we're in, the event industry, is completely decimated right now, is gone. And I mean, if you know anybody out there in the Bay Area that needs any help with any events whatsoever, I mean, maybe you can shoot the message down below or something like that. But I want to share this with you. The reason why I share all this with you is because, guys, you can feel so down on yourself, so down. And there's other people out there that have had it harder than you and that are still not giving up. They are still not giving up. There is no giving up. There is no quitting. Absolutely none. There is no exception. There is no thought. There is no moment to be left behind that is of, you just leave all that behind. You leave that quitting, that giving up, leave it all behind. Keep pushing forward. You can't give up. You can't give up because you need that. It's in our nature as human beings to continue to pursue, move forward, thrush forward, and keep thriving. And our children need that. They need to see a mover and a shaker of a father or a mother. They need to see someone grinding away and pushing, and you need to show them that hard work and that perseverance. They need to see that because that is what they're learning. Now, we may not see them every day, but we can grow up and we can eventually see them, or we can see them throughout the years that, as time passes, we see them off and on, maybe with the other parent, and we can share these stories with them. It's really important. It's really important that we share these stories with them of perseverance and not giving up, not quitting. But feelings of doubt are understood. It's okay to share them. It's okay to feel them. You don't want to ever push those things aside. You have to accept your fear, accept and see it, and your feelings are validated. They're absolutely okay to feel like you want to give up, but do not ever, under any circumstance, don't ever give up on yourself or your children. Don't ever give up. And you may not be with them every moment of the day, but let me tell you something. You in what you're doing, and they're over there, and what you're doing is not giving up on them. So keep doing it. Keep pushing. Don't ever give up. All right, guys. Wish you guys the best. Take care. I'll talk to you again.